What if I told you that the average American family now owes over $6,000 on credit cards at 25% interest? We're drowning in an $18.39 trillion ocean of debt. And it's happening faster than ever before. In every coin, there's a story. In every story, a hidden truth. I am Mr. Coin Doodles, and this is where money tells its secrets. Today, we're breaking down how America fell into the biggest consumer debt trap in history, and why your wallet could be at risk. Picture this. It's March 2020. COVID hits like a hurricane, and suddenly, everyone's stuck at home with stimulus checks, burning holes in their pockets. Remember those days? We went on the biggest shopping spree in American history. Amazon packages piling up, DoorDash orders every night, new cars in driveways. Credit card companies saw opportunity. They were practically throwing money at us through every mailbox, every email, every advertisement. 0% interest for 18 months. No payments until 2022. Cashback rewards on everything. It felt like the financial lottery. And we all played. Home renovations, new gadgets, vacations we'd postponed for years. Credit limits doubled, then tripled. But then, like all good parties, the bills came due. Year 2021 brought inflation like we hadn't seen in 40 years. Groceries that cost $50 in 2020 now cost $85. Gas jumped from $2 to $5 per gallon. But paychecks? They crawled up by maybe 3% while everything else skyrocketed by 20, 30, even 50%. Families who were comfortable in 2020 suddenly found themselves short by hundreds of dollars every single month. So what did we do? We pulled out those credit cards. Again. But for groceries this time. For gas. For things we used to pay cash for, but this time was different. Those promotional rates had expired. Those 0% rates, they're now 25, even 29%. The Federal Reserve had raised rates 11 times in 3 years. The trap was set, and millions of families walked right into it, thinking they were just getting by until things got better. Here's where it gets terrifying. Let me show you the mathematics of destruction. Why this debt snowball is absolutely crushing American families right now. The Federal Reserve Bank of New York has released shocking data. While the average household's total debt payments account for about 11 to 12% of their income, not savings, not investments, just paying for yesterday's purchases. Here's the killer math that credit card companies pray you never calculate. You have a $5,000 balance at 25% interest, pay only minimums, which most people do, and you'll be paying for 30 years. The total cost, over $41,000 for that original $5,000 you borrowed. That's compound interest, the most powerful force in finance, working against you instead of for you. Einstein called it the eighth wonder of the world. But here's what's really happening in homes across America right now. Meet the Johnson family from Ohio. They're juggling 7 different credit cards. Target card, Home Depot card, 2 Visas, a MasterCard, Amazon card, and a store card from when they bought furniture. Each with different due dates, different minimum payments, and different interest rates. Sarah pays the Target card on the 5th, Home Depot on the 15th, Visa 1 on the 23rd, Visa 2 on the 30th. Miss one payment? Boom. Late fees, penalty rates, and your other cards can raise their rates too. But wait, the story gets worse. According to the New York Federal Reserve's latest quarterly report, household debt didn't just grow. It exploded by $185 billion in just the second quarter of 2025. $131 billion in mortgages, 27 billion in credit cards, 11 billion in auto loans. And that's just 3 months of data. But the real story is on social media. Scroll through Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. You'll see posts like, using my credit card to buy groceries again, can't make rent without borrowing, applied for my 8th credit card today. The desperation is real. It's starting to feel like 2008 all over again. But instead of mortgage brokers, it's Visa and MasterCard enabling the bubble. But this time, it's not McMansions or luxury cars. This is Jennifer from Michigan using her Discover card to buy diapers for her baby. This is Maria from California, charging $30 of gas because she needs to get to work tomorrow, but her checking account shows $12.43. When necessities require borrowing, when survival becomes debt, that's when you know the dominoes are about to fall. Here's what nobody tells you about debt psychology. Debt can wreck your brain. The stress of credit card debt is a major contributor to sleep loss for many Americans. Their cortisol levels, that's your stress hormone, stay elevated all day long. Sarah Johnson hasn't slept through the night in 8 months. She wakes up at 3 a.m. calculating payments, wondering which bill to pay first. Chronic stress, anxiety, depression, high blood pressure. Debt isn't just destroying bank accounts. It's destroying bodies, marriages, and mental health at epidemic levels. Couples who frequently argue about money are more likely to experience separation or divorce than those who rarely do. Financial stress destroys more marriages than infidelity. And credit card companies, they know this. They invest heavily in consumer behavior research to better understand spending habits, studying how to make minimum payments feel manageable. Every commercial, every email, every pre-approved offer is designed to exploit your psychology. Buy now, pay later. You deserve this. Don't let life pass you by. They're not selling credit. They're selling a lifestyle, selling emotions, selling the idea that debt equals freedom. They're building a psychological prison, and we're walking right in. The question is, how do we break out? History is screaming at us with a terrifying pattern. In 1929, it was stock speculation on margin. Today, it's consumer debt on credit cards. Different decade, same addiction to borrowed money, same inevitable crash. But here's what's different about today versus 1929. You have advance warning. You have time to act. You have the power to change course before it's too late. Create a debt elimination plan right now. List every card, every balance, every interest rate. Start with the highest rate first. That's costing you the most. Calculate your debt-to-income ratio. If you're spending more than 40% of your income on debt payments, you're in the danger zone. Build that emergency fund. Even $25 per week. Even $50 helps break the cycle of borrowing for emergencies. Most importantly, stop borrowing for wants, only for true emergencies. Every swipe makes the trap deeper. Ignore this warning, and you may become another statistic in the next financial collapse. But knowledge is power. Understanding these cycles, these psychological traps, that give you the advantage that millions of Americans don't have. What's your debt story? Are you feeling this squeeze? Share your experience in the comments below, because you're not alone in this fight. If this video opened your eyes to what's really happening, smash that like button right now. Subscribe and hit that notification bell, because the financial risks are rising. Remember, your financial freedom starts with one decision, one action, one moment of saying enough. Make that decision today.